Hi, good morning everybody. What about your study level? Did you study everything? Okay. All of you submitted your work, one word questions. Yes. Can you say something from our previous topic? Anybody? Yes. What are the main topics we discussed? Land, soil, water. Okay. Then what is the speciality of land? Nothing. Can you say anything related to land? You have no answer? Maybe you think about, we say but teacher didn't hear. I can hear everything. What is land? Rizwan, what is land? Land is the most important natural resource. Okay. What is the speciality of land? It have varied characteristics. What is the reason behind it varied characteristics? Because different area have different land or the uneven distribution of population different parts. What is the reason? Because varied characteristics of land and climate. Okay. Now varied characteristics of land. Yes, rugged topography, steep slopes of the mountain, low-lying areas susceptible to waterlogging, etc. Then we discussed another topic. What is that? Land use. Sabit. Can you say something related to land use? What are the uses of land? Yes. Agriculture. Then land is used for the different purposes. What are the purposes? Yes. Agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads and setting up of industries. Okay. Then we discussed common property resources. What is the speciality of common property resources? We know that here is mainly private land and community land. Private land speciality, that's ownership individual, but community land owned by the community for common uses. What are the common uses? Like collection of fodder, fruits, etc. Then collection of fodder, fruits, medicinal herbs, etc. The community land are also called common property resources. Community land is also called the common property resources. Then we discussed conservation method of land resources. How can we conserve the land resources? Okay. Here we can use some methods. What are the uses? We already studied. Yes. Afforestation, land reclamation, regulated use of chemical pesticides and fertilizers, and check on overgrazing are some common methods to use to conserve land resources. At the same time, we discussed what is landslide. Landslides are simply defined as the mass movement of mass movement of rock, debris or earth down a slope. Then we discussed soil. Okay. Fida. Fatima Fida. Can you say something related to soil? Yes, the thin layer of grainy substance covering the surface of the earth is called soil. Okay, then factors of soil formation we discussed. Okay, here is a certain factors, especially the nature of the parent rock or climatic factors. Here is other factors, that is topography, role of organic material, time taken for the composition of soil formation. These are the main factors. Then we discussed degradation of soil and conservation measures. What are the reason behind the degradation of soil? We know that soil erosion and depletion are the major threat to soil as a resource. Here is a natural and human factors can lead to degradation of soil. But degradation of soil is affected mainly natural factors and human factors that caused the degradation of land. But we want to conserve our land resources. Here we used some conserving method. What are the methods? Mulching, then contour barriers, yes, rock dam, terrace farming, intercropping, contour plowing, shelter belt. These are the important methods, conservation method. Then lastly we discussed water. Okay, water speciality: 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. Then 2/3 of earth's surface is covered with ocean water. But ocean water is a speciality that is not fit for human consumption because there included the salinity or saline water that is not used for human consumption. Then here only 2.7% pure water. The 70% of this pure water we get from glaciers or ice sheet, but we can't completely use it. Okay, here we use only 1% of pure water or fresh water. This fresh water we get from groundwater, then rivers, lakes, etc. Then here is a main problem, that is the water shortage. What are the reason behind it? The shortage of water we discussed. Here is over exploitation, then contaminating the water, that means here is agriculture chemicals and also industrial effluents etc. are caused contaminating water. Then we want to conserve the water, or we want to minimize the polluter water or contaminating water. Here we used some conservation method. That means we want to plant more trees because we want to retain the groundwater. Another method here is adaptive rainwater harvesting system. Then next method we used here is we want to adopt sprinkling irrigation because it helped to minimize what? Yes, checking water losses through seepage and evaporation, or water losses, we can minimize the water losses. The speedily evaporating areas or the certain areas, especially the dry regions, that area there is mainly used for drip irrigation or trickling method. That is the trickle irrigation, that is the most suitable for that area. But these are the conservation method. Then today we want to discuss the another topic from this topic or from this chapter. Can you say what is the another topic? Yes, here already included. What is that? Natural vegetation. Natural vegetation and wildlife. What is our next topic? Natural vegetation and wildlife. Okay. Here is one extract. All of you look your textbook. Some school children were visiting an exhibition on handicraft. Okay, you know what is exhibition? Exhibition. Yes. കുട്ടികളുണ്ടാക്കിയ ഓരോ കാര്യങ്ങൾ എക്സിബിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക, പ്രദർശിപ്പിക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഇതാകുന്നതാണ് എക്സിബിഷൻ. ഓക്കെ, ദ ആർട്ടിക്കിൾസ് ഇൻ ദ എക്സിബിഷൻ വർ കളക്റ്റഡ് ഫ്രം ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് പാർട്സ് ഓഫ് ദ കൺട്രി. ഹിയർ ഈസ് എ different types of articles. They want to exhibit the articles. They collect in different parts of the country. Mona picked up a bag and exclaimed, "This is a beautiful handbag." Mona, here is one character from the story. Listen. Mona took a beautiful handbag, then said, "It is made from jute." The teacher said, "It is made from jute." What do you mean by jute? Chanam. Okay, then those are made of canes and bamboos. Then here is yes, it is made from jute. The teacher said, "Do you see those basket, lampshade and chairs? Do you see there is some basket, then and also lampshades and chairs. Those are made of cane and bamboos. Those are made of cane and bamboos." ചൂരിൽ മുളയൊക്കെ യൂസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. In the eastern and northeastern humid regions of India, bamboo grows in plenty. Bamboo grows in plenty. Which region? Humid. Okay, north eastern and northeastern humid region. അപ്പോൾ humid region most suitable for the bamboo. Okay, growing bamboo. Then Jessie was excited to see a silk scarf. "See this beautiful scarf." The teacher explained that silk is obtained from silkworm. Silk is obtained from silkworm. അല്ലേ, പട്ടുനൂൽ എവിടെ നിന്നാണ്? പട്ടുനൂൽ പുഴുക്കളിൽ നിന്നാണ് നമ്മൾ ഉൽപ്പാദിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. Then that are bred on mulberry trees. Okay, the children understood that plants provide us with many different products that we use in our day-to-day life. Okay, here is a jute bag, then cane and bamboo chairs, lamp, etc. And also here is a silk shawl. Children understood something. Here we get something. And most of the product or day-to-day products we can collect from were plants. Natural vegetation and wildlife exist only in the narrow zone of the contact between the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere that we call biosphere. Okay, natural vegetation and wildlife exist only in the narrow zone. Okay, what is that narrow zone? That narrow zone is the biosphere. Biosphere is a very narrow zone. എന്തിനിടയിലുള്ള ഒരു narrow zone ആണ്? Okay, here is 3 spheres. What is lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere? Okay, listen, all of you underline this. Natural vegetation and wildlife exist only in the narrow zone of contact between the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere that we call biosphere. Then we want to just discuss, you already studied earlier what is atmosphere, what is hydrosphere and also lithosphere. Lithosphere means uppermost solid layer of the earth. Lithosphere, when you hear this word lithosphere, you think about it is the uppermost solid layer of the earth. Uppermost solid layer of the earth, what are included there is continents, landforms, mountain, plains, plateaus. These are included the lithosphere. Then what is the next one? Hydrosphere. Hydro means water. Water on and land, water on and below the surface of the earth. Water on and below the earth's surface. That is called hydrosphere. Then what is the another thing is the atmosphere. Atmosphere surrounded by a layer of air. What is atmosphere? It is surrounded by a layer of air. This also maybe you already studied in your junior class, layers of the earth. Okay, listen. The first here is a troposphere. Next one is the stratosphere. What is the next one? mesosphere, then thermosphere. Next one is the exosphere. I repeat, listen here, the layers of the atmosphere, here troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. Okay. Then finally we discussed biosphere. Biosphere is a very narrow zone. Okay, now all of you underline this. Natural vegetation and wildlife exist only in the narrow zone. What is the narrow zone? That we call biosphere. Narrow zone of contact between the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, that we call biosphere. In the biosphere, living beings are interrelated and interdependent on each other for survival. Okay, here is one speciality in case of a biosphere. What is that? Here living beings are interrelated or interdependent. What do you mean by interrelated or interdependent? Okay, പരസ്പരം ഡിപ്പെൻഡഡ് ആണ് അല്ലേ, ഒന്നിന് മറ്റൊന്നില്ലാതെ ജീവിക്കാനാവില്ല. You just imagine that without plants, how can we live here? Without animals. Okay, listen, we know one thing. Here we breathe in oxygen. From where we get the oxygen? Plants give us oxygen. At the same time we breathe out, what is that? Carbon dioxide. With the help of this carbon dioxide, the plants can make their own food. Without carbon dioxide they can't survive here. Without oxygen we can't survive here. Okay, that's why these are interdependent or interrelated. Listen, in the biosphere, living beings are interrelated or interdependent on each other for survival. This life supporting system is known as ecosystem. Up here is one life supporting system. This life supporting system is called a ecosystem. Firstly we discussed what is biosphere, then we discussed ecosystem. Okay, vegetation and wildlife are valuable resources. Okay, here is plants and animals, that is the vegetation and wildlife, that is the valuable resources. Plants provide us with timber, give shelter to animals, produce oxygen we breathe, protect soil, so essential for growing crops, act as shelter belt, then help in storage of underground water, give us fruits, nuts, latex, terpene oil, gum, medicinal plants and also the paper, that is so essential for your studies. Okay, listen, firstly we discussed here is interdependent, the plants and animals or natural vegetation and wildlife, that's why it called ecosystem. Then the supporting system is known as ecosystem. Then vegetation and wildlife are valuable resources. Okay, here is plants and animals are the valuable resources. Plants provide many things. Plants provide us with, what are the things? Timber. What do you mean by timber? Marathadi. Okay, timber. Then give shelter to animals. To give shelter to animals. Animals are shelter. Okay, then produce oxygen we breathe. We already discussed it. We want to breathe in with the help of oxygen. Who gave this oxygen? Yes, this plants give us. Then protect soil, so essential for growing crops. Protect soil, we know that here is trees, roots that very help to retain the soil. അല്ലേ, മണ്ണിനെ പിടിച്ചു നിർത്താൻ വെരി ഹെൽപ്ഫുൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ളതാണ് ഈ വേര് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. മരത്തിൻ്റെ വേര് ഇങ്ങനെ പടർന്നിങ്ങനെ ഇറ്റ്സ് വെരി ഹെൽപ്ഫുൾ. അപ്പോൾ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് അനദർ തിങ്. ദെൻ protect soil, so essential for growing crops. Then act as a shelter belt. Okay, then conserving the soil method, soil conservation, there we already discussed one thing, shelter belt, that also. And help in storage of underground water. Okay, plant more trees, it is very helpful to retain the underground water or storage of underground water, that also we already studied. Then give us fruits, nuts, etc. Fruits and nuts. Then latex and also turpentine oil, gum, medicinal plants and also paper. Ningalippo use cheyna paper from where? ബാംബു ട്രീസ് അല്ലേ, ബാംബു പൾപ്പ് യൂസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് പേപ്പർ മേഡപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ആൻഡ് ഓൾസോ ഹിയർ ഈസ് ഗം, പലതരത്തിലുള്ള പശകൾ, ടർപ്പൻ്റെ ഓയിൽ ആൻഡ് എവറിത്തിങ്. ഓക്കെ, മെനി തിങ്സ് വി ഗെറ്റ് ഫ്രം പ്ലാന്റ്സ്. There are innumerable uses of plants and you can add some more. Okay, here discussed something. If you know more, you can add. അല്ലേ, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കൂടുതലായിട്ട് അറിയെങ്കിൽ you can add that. Okay, then wildlife. Okay, plants we already discussed what are the uses, or plants give us many things. Then another important thing, that is the wildlife. Wildlife include animals, birds, insects as well as the aquatic life forms. അല്ലേ, animals, birds, insects and also aquatic life. Aquatic life പറഞ്ഞാൽ ജലജീവികളായിട്ടുള്ളത്. Okay, they provide us milk, meat, hides and wool. Listen, plants provide us what are the things? Yes, timber, then give shelter to animals and also give some fruits, nuts, gum, medicinal herbs, etc. At the same time, here we discussed the wildlife, that means the animals that also give us something like milk, meat, hide. Hide means animal skin, and also wool. Insects like bees provide us honey. Insects like bees. Okay, you know that we want to collect honey, അല്ലേ, തേനീച്ചയിൽ നിന്ന് തേൻ നിർമ്മിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, honey. Then help in pollination of flowers and have an important role to play as the decomposers in the ecosystem. Pollination of flowers, അല്ലേ, പൂവിലൊക്കെ പരാഗണം നടത്തിയിട്ട് അതിന് വളരെയധികം ഹെൽപ്ഫുൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ളതും ഇൻസെക്റ്റാണ്. ദെൻ ഡീക്കേയിങ് ദ എക്കോ സിസ്റ്റം, ഇതിനൊക്കെ എന്താണ്, മണ്ണിൽ ലയിച്ച് പോകുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്, അതിന് ഹെൽപ്ഫുൾ ആക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടും ഇറ്റ്സ് വെരി ഹെൽപ്ഫുൾ. ദ ബേർഡ്സ് ഫീഡ് ഓൺ ഇൻസെക്റ്റ് ആൻഡ് ആക്ട് ആസ് ഡീകമ്പോസേഴ്സ് ആസ് വെൽ. ഓക്കെ, vulture due to its ability to feed on dead livestock is a scavenger and considered a vital cleanser of the environment. Okay, listen. We know that vulture. Okay, here is something related to vulture. Vulture in the Indian subcontinent were dying of kidney failure shortly after scavenging livestock treated with diclofenac, a painkiller that is similar to aspirin or ibuprofen. Efforts are on the ban the drug for livestock use and breed vultures in cap. But here is we discussed something, the birds. Okay, the birds feed on insect and act as decomposers as well. അല്ലേ, ഇൻസെക്റ്റിനെ ഫുഡാക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, ആൻഡ് ഓൾസോ their role decomposers. Here is example, vulture. Vulture due to its ability to feed on dead livestock is a scavenger and considered a vital cleanser of the environment. അല്ലേ, എൻവയോൺമെൻറ്റ്, അതായത് ഡെഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളതിനെ. ലിസൺ, ഹിയർ ഈസ് ഡെഡ് ലൈഫ് സ്റ്റോക്ക്, ചത്തുപോയതിനൊക്കെ കഴിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, അതൊരു ക്ലെൻസറായിട്ട് ഇതിനെ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട് വൾച്ചറിനെ. ദെൻ so animals big or small, all are integral or maintaining balance in the ecosystem. Listen, here is animals big or small, ചെറുതോ വലുതോ ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, but they done their duty very successfully. Then here is natural vegetation and wildlife both are interrelated, are interdependent, and also many uses, and also it helps us very much. The next one is the distribution of a natural vegetation. Okay, distribution of a natural vegetation. Before discussing the distribution of a natural vegetation, we want to discuss some important questions from this topic, that is the here Okay, what are the questions included here? The first one, how are plants useful to us? From this topic, how are plants useful to us? Or here is one another question, write the various uses of plants. Both are same. First one, plants provide us timber. What is the first one? Plants provide us timber. Then give shelter to animals. First one, plants provide us timber. Next one, give shelter to animals. Then produce oxygen we breathe. Third one, produce oxygen we breathe. Then fourth one, protect soil which is essential for growing crops. Protect soil which is essential for growing crops. Then fifth one, act as a shelter belt. What is the fifth one? Act as shelter belt. Then help in storage of underground water. Help in storage of underground water. Then give us fruits, nuts, latex, turpentine oil, gum, medicinal plants, paper, etc. Here is mainly 7 uses. I repeat, what are the uses? The first one, plants provide us timber, then give shelter to animals, then produce oxygen we breathe, protect soil which is essential for growing crops, act as a shelter belt, then help in storage of underground water, then give us fruits, nuts, latex, turpentine oil, gum, medicinal plants, paper, etc. Okay. Then how are animals useful to us? That also included from this topic. How are animals useful to us? Animals provide us with milk, then hide and wool. Okay, milk, meat, hide and wool. It is the first point. Second one, insects like bees provide us with honey, help in pollination of flowers, and have an important role to play as decomposers in the ecosystem. All of you listen. These 2 question answers you want to study. You want to underline this. How can you study? Point wise. Okay. That's why it's very, very important. You want to write the question, the right side of the textbook. Use only pencil.